Hey guys, I'm going to do a couple of videos of my favorites, and it's not a month-end favorites, it's just my favorites, and I think you should know because you should try these wonderful products. What I did realize when I put it on my desk, which y'all know that I film from my home office, is I am very high maintenance. So we'll get started with that. My favorite candle is called High Maintenance, and it is what is burning behind me. That's a 2-wick one, which I do recommend you have a large room for because they are quite fragrant. And it's strong when they have 2 wicks, but you can get the 1 wick or the 3 wick, whatever you like. But anyway, the candle company is Tyler, and I absolutely love them. I think it's a really great line. You can go look them up and learn all about them. I don't have a lot of time to go into it right now, but I would say High Maintenance. It just has that resort smell that's just very clean, very linen, very nice. I love it. So now we are going to do skincare and makeup, and then in the next video we will do bath and body and hair. And of course we'll do all the little tools that go with it. So since we're talking about fragrances, we'll start with that. This is one of the new ones that I do like. Everybody likes this, so I feel like I'm just joining a bandwagon, but I tried it because of that. It's the Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede, and it just has a nice soft scent. So I use this at nighttime. Just to be around my husband at bedtime and stuff like that, because it's not overwhelming. I don't want it to overwhelm him. If I'm going out, I will use Issa Tea because that's his favorite. But for daytime wear, just a wonderful perfume I love. You'll know I love Gin Fizz, but I have to say, Boucheron has taken first place, even over Gin Fizz. They're 2 completely different scents. This is stronger, more I'd say almost romantic, but I still like it for the daytime. My husband likes it, but this is just a good, I get so many compliments when I wear this, and I love the smell of it. But it's the original one with the blue sapphire top. There's a few different ones. And then for cleansing, Exuviance wins. It's their gentle cleansing cream. It takes off your makeup. I just get my hands a little wet under the sink, pat it on, do 1 squirt of this, rub it in all over, and then use a really hot washcloth and just wipe it off, and your skin feels so soft and all your makeup will come off. Even I don't take my mascara, my waterproof mascara, off with my regular cleansing. I usually do it with a waterproof makeup remover in the shower. Like, I'll do like that and then pull it off. But I can do it over the sink if I want to. But anyway, so that's that. Then also for hand care, my hand cream is, and this makes me so mad because I think Chanel has done away with this, but it's the Body Excellence Precision Chanel Hand Cream. I love it. It smells like linen. It doesn't get sticky. It absorbs well. It really softens your hands, and I'm having to buy that on eBay and Amazon right now. I haven't found a dupe, so yeah. Okay, another one of Chanel's that I absolutely love, but it's very expensive. I'm really straightforward with what things cost, because if you can't afford it, then don't do it. I only do this on special occasion every few months, almost like once a quarter, because you don't use much of this at all. It's called the Lift Cream Riche, and it is my face cream. So, and I can use the toner. I don't always use toner, so I didn't bring it. It's just the same thing. It just smells so clean and good, and it's so rich. Instead of using the little paddle, I use the back of my nail like that, and then I put it on the opposite finger, and then I take some and put it on the finger on either side, so I'm using these 3 fingers, and then I rub it together, and when you rub it together, it warms it and emulsifies it, and so it'll go further, for one thing. And then I just rub it in real good on the back part of my face, because this is where I get really dry, but I also make sure that I do the T-zone and everywhere else, and down my neck. That's how I get it off my hands, is just doing it down my neck, because you want to even moisturize oily areas, or your skin will say, hey, it's drying out here, and it will send even more oil. So you still moisturize oily skin, but just with a little bit lighter. So this may be, you might want to use the fine. If you have oily skin, talk to a Chanel rep. But for me, this is definitely the one. And just make sure you're always very, very clean before you put on a cream, because otherwise it's just clogging up your pores. My eye cream, again, this is one they've discontinued. It makes me so mad, but it's the Ultra Correction Line Repair, and it's a pump, which I love, but I'm having to get this online as well. But I have found what I think might be a dupe for me on this, and this is drugstore, so I can get this there, and it is L'Oreal's Revitalift Eye Cream, and it's got a really unusual applicator, and I didn't like it. It's supposed to, you know, it's nice and cool and you can apply it this way, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't like the way it came out. And then finally when I just did it the same way as I do this one, where I just put it on, you know, my ring finger and pat it on. And then I rub it in lightly, and then I pat it back down again to texturize it and make sure that, you know, you're kind of popping it on your skin, which supposedly brings the blood up to bring some oxygen, and it helps it get down, blah, blah, I don't know. But anyway, and I found out when I apply it, instead of the applicator, just with my ring finger, I feel kind of the similar texture and result. But I do know this, when I don't use either, there's a definite difference. Not just in the way my makeup applies, but also the way I look during the day. I haven't found a dupe for this yet, but I did try. This is La Roche-Posay, and it's for oily skin. It's similar. It's really no comparison, though. But this is $32, $165. Sometimes I'm going to be doing it. Okay, so under eye concealer and brightener, hands down, IT Cosmetics. Bye Bye Under Eye. The concealer's here, the brightener's here. They're doe foot applicators. I like the brightener for under my eyes. I only use concealer when I have a blemish, which is almost never, and I like shout hallelujah because it means I'm still young. How does it? But anyway, so I use that, and I use this to put it on. This is the dual-ended IT Cosmetics brush. And once I put the little doe foot applicator on, then I smooth it in with this, and I go ahead and take it down by the nose and out to the crow's feet and back, and then I swish it out and blend it in real good, because you do still want to do that triangle effect to have a brightening look under your eye. But then you need to set it immediately with a translucent, I like translucent, finely milled powder, and this is again IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, and it is very finely milled. So I swish it around and then go under and then swish it out, and I go ahead and do my T-zone, and sometimes I will go right under where I bronze, so that you know, I have that kind of facelift. If you do lighter colors underneath, it will give you a facelift effect. Sometimes I just put this on directly because this is so finely milled that when I put it on, it's like, yeah, it's very finely milled. So I may use the poof to put it on, but I still blend it out with the brush. Okay, so that is that. Oh, I forgot my base. My base, as y'all know, my all-time favorite is the Perfection Lumiere Velvet by Chanel. My color is 22 Beige Rose. It's perfect for me. The texture's perfect for me. Even though I have age spots, it covers them pretty well. And I still can touch up with the concealer on my age spots, but I don't want anything too heavy, but this is heavy enough. It's heavier than the Vitalumiere Aqua. I tried that first, Elle Fowler on YouTube, loved it, and it was a little too thin for me, or not good enough coverage. This has better coverage to me, and I like the matte finish. And then for eye primer, hands down, Urban Decay Primer Potion, go figure. There's other ones, but this is still my favorite. There's 4 kinds. I really do like the one called Sin. Again, I always tell you guys I hate the names on this because it's got a champagne tone. But the one I've been using the most out of the 4 that I have is Eden, and it is the color that you see. It is more opaque, and when I put it on, it covers up any veins, and I go ahead and come down and then go on the under eye area too, because I want to make sure that when I put liners underneath it shows. But hands down, it's the best. Okay, and then I have found, y'all saw me open this, it was a boo-boo, but it's been the best boo-boo ever. I love this now. I was looking to get the Tissé Paris, but I got Mademoiselle as part of the Les Ombres. And, excuse me, this is, I thought this was too light when I first got it, but these colors are perfect. I use the highlighter under my brow and the inner corner all the way halfway out on my upper lid, and then this is my transition color from under the brow down to the crease. Then this dark color is my crease color. Sometimes I will use this kind of shiny peachy bronze or whatever from the middle of my lid, depends. But and what do I use? Y'all have seen me talk about these, but hands down these are the best brushes to me, and I've tried so many. Oh my gosh. I really wanted to like my Zoevas, but they don't compare, and neither do my MAC, neither does any other brush that I've gotten. The Lancome brushes are pretty good. The IT Cosmetic brushes, I've got to say, are awesome for the face for putting on my liquid, I use their Velvet Luxe line, and I do love that. And then I do love this line of brushes. It Cosmetics is only sold at Ulta, and I do think they are very, very good brushes as well. Yeah, they could rival Sigma. These are the Sigma brushes I use, so let me go through them quickly. I use this E70 medium angled brush for putting on my, I'll just show you, for putting on my highlighter here and here. I do it in a circle and come back across like that. And then I use this large fluffy E50, and I dab it in, and I always put your color down on the outside because that's where the most color is going to be. And I come in, go up to my brown, come back over it, and I just brush through it like that, and it gets my transition color for me. And then I take this small tapered blending brush, which is an E45, and you can see it's tapered, and I put it down right here, and then I go back and forth in windshield wiper motion to really get some definition and some depth going. And then I pull it in the outer lid about halfway, a quarter to halfway. This actually has product on it, so and then I take that same darker color and I run it under my eye like that with this short shader. Some people use a pencil brush, some people use a liner brush. I use the short shader E20, and these, remember, have the 18 karat gold ferrules, or whatever these metal things are called that hold the brushes in real good. But I did that because I wanted it to match in my brass fixtured bathroom. And then to blend it all out, I used the tapered blending E35, and obviously you start in here and blend in windshield wiper motions to make sure there's no harsh lines. You don't want to over blend in the color or it'll all just turn to brown or black. You don't want to keep over blending the color. And then I blend the edge out here to make sure that there's not a harsh line there. If there's any fallout, I could use a clean one of these or so many other brushes. This isn't a brush video, so I won't go into that. Okay, so after I've got that on, then I do use, I pulled this out of nowhere and I forgot. I absolutely love this. It reminds me of my NARS Dossier blush that's kind of a brown pink. And this is too, and it's much cheaper. But it comes with this brush, and I had forgotten how much I like this brush and how easily it causes application, because it is a wide to skinny. And so you put it in and do the skinny to contour, and then you use the wide to kind of blend that out. And it gives a wonderful effect. And then I go under my nose because I've got a big nose. Some people like to go down the sides. I feel like, even though that's a contouring thing, it seems to bring my nose out more. And then I do my temples, the front, and my temples, and then the top of my chin, because I've got a large chin, and then I go underneath the chin area to kind of darken that up. But never here, just under it. That you want to keep light. That's what gives you your facelift look. Put it back in there, and I'm done. Okay, and then I have Laura Geller's Malibu. Y'all have seen me show you this before. It looks like a little sunburn. And it's a beautiful sunburn pink. And, okay, and then the Chanel lipstick that I use is the dual-ended Chanel. You can see that it has a doe foot applicator for the actual product. Be careful when you put that on that you get it right, because this is on from today. It stays on. And then the other end, once that dries for just a few seconds, you use this very high gloss. And I use this all day long. For eyebrows, I do use, I've shown you this before, I do use the Almay Raisin Quartz eyeliner, but I am giving a go here for Smart Brow. It's a new product that I'm trying. On one end, it is the actual, like a eyeliner brush that you paint on, and it's like permanent looking. Like it has its own special remover. It's that permanent. And then I use the other end, which is a spoolie, and you comb it through. And I do have that on today, and I do like it. I don't really know if I'd call it a must-have yet, but I do want to tell you all about that. Here's another must-have that I would say you have to have, and that is the black of It Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Liner. You guys, you got to have this. It goes on so easy, and it stays on all day. By the way, I do always keep a separate spoolie just to comb through my eyebrows. I can't talk today. Afterward at the end, and that will be it for this portion. In the next video, we'll talk bath and body and hair care. See you in the next video. Bye.